And I'll never forget, I was doing something, all of a sudden, she just stops and looks at me and gives me a big old gummy baby smile, and I was like, oh, we're going to make it.
Welcome to Dream Small, where we believe God does big things through the small and everyday faithfulness of His people. I'm Jason.
And I'm Whitney. We're a family of 8 who's fostered, adopted, and stumbled our way through learning that small, everyday choices can change lives.
In a world that tells you to chase big, we dare you to dream small.
Because you know what? It's not about chasing fame. It's about choosing faithfulness. All right, welcome back to another episode of Dream Small.
Not just another episode.
No, this is, well, I was going to say this is a really cool episode. It's our 50th episode, and we're being kind of fancy, bougie, and recording it in a real studio.
In a real studio, not our basement studio.
Not our dining room table at 4 a.m.
That our kid with his 3D printer has taken over. It's pretty cool. We made it to 50 episodes.
Yeah, that's wild. Like, throughout life, we manage that.
Yeah.
Go us.
Go us. Winning.
Yeah.
What are you grateful for today?
50 episodes. That's a pretty big deal.
That people listen.
You do a great job. I just kind of show up and go along
You're the
for the
talent.
ride.
I'm the
but
work. Yeah,
you
you're the talent.
definitely
I'm the
have
work.
put in the work. And I don't know when or how you make it happen, but you have, so well done.
AI editing.
It's been fun to go along for the ride
I've
with you.
been learning a lot and helping expedite it. And I'm grateful. A friend of ours, Tony Molinaro, owns this company. I'm going to call it a marketing company. I'm not smart with that kind of stuff. It's called Yellow Line Productions. He invited us into this awesome studio to record this and do a video for us. So this is our first live video. You've seen our audiograms I started making probably a couple months ago. But yeah, now we have a real live video.
Crazy.
You see what we actually look like.
Yeah. Leaving the house,
Sorry.
Jason was like, you know this is going to be recorded, Whitney, right?
I just wanted to make sure that she knew this would be live video.
So you're saying I look like poop.
You never look like poop. You look gorgeous.
Well, thank you.
And so for our 50th episode, we figured it would be a good time to kind of do another who we are update, how we got into foster care, where we are, and just there's some new listeners.
Wait, you didn't say what you were grateful for.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Tony, in allowing us to record here.
Okay. I didn't know if you officially said that or not.
I did.
Okay. My bad. Go on.
So my son made me feel old today. So we bought a phone for the house.
No, you made you feel old today.
Okay. Bought a phone
Go
for the house. We have a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old. They don't need their own phones yet, but they're starting to stay home on their own, and we wanted to get them
a home phone.
A home phone. We got this big old flip phone. Like, it's like a 1999 phone. When we got
pretty
it,
amazing.
When he goes, that reminds me of your dad's phone. Yes. So I called my son on it, my 10-year-old, and he like holds it here, and he's like,
far away
hello?
from his face.
I was like, dude, hold it to you. It was just remarkable. He had no idea how to handle it.
And he thought it was cool. Our 12-year-old, who's been expecting an iPhone, did not think it was cool. She was like, "Oh,
we've been very
what's that?"
And we've been very clear with her. She's not getting an iPhone until she's like 16 or 18
well,
years
she's
old.
not getting a phone. This is a home phone.
Yeah. Or if they're ever overnight or something where we want them to be able to call us, right? But
Yeah.
all right,
We're those parents.
let's do the life update. Where are we? How many kids do we have?
I mean, at the time of this recording, we have 6 children.
When we left the house, there were 6. Yes, we have
When we left the
6
house.
kids.
You think Susie's going to say yes to a call while we're gone?
I mean, the caseworkers might just drop one off.
Oh, my word. I did get a call last week for 3 children.
Yeah.
A 5-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 3-month-old. I was like, whoa.
Saved by the hip surgery. And 3 kids, I'm sorry, 3
My
of our
eyes twitching
family-
right now.
Yeah, I can't even speak. It threw me off. Our family consists of our 2 oldest are kids we made, 12 and 10. Oldest is a girl, 10-year-old's a boy. Next 3 come the ones that we adopted, that God gave to us. We have a 7-year-old girl, a 3-year-old boy, and a 2-year-old girl. Mm-hmm. And we still have 1 little foster son.
Yep.
8 months old today, actually.
Yeah. How about that?
That's the life. That is.
And we have
the
Maggie.
life. We have Maggie, the 2-year-old Mini Bernadoodle.
Mini Bernadoodle.
The fuzzy disaster.
Who's currently like either hallucinating or seeing a calic of her hair and she's like chasing it in the sky.
Or there's ghosts. Or there's ghosts. Like she'll just sit there and she'll do this, and you're, what are you looking at, dog? It kind of freaks you out sometimes when she does
what do you see that I don't
when
see?
you're kind of in the like that twilight when you're holding a baby, half asleep, half awake, and you see your dog sitting on the floor twitching and stuff. It's yeah.
Wild.
Let's get into
So what are we talking about today?
We're sharing our story for everybody. I'll get into it.
Yeah, because I feel like we have a lot of newer followers.
According to the analytics, there are more people listening now than there was a year ago who might not know our full story. Yes.
And in the world of behavior analysis, data doesn't lie. So there's that.
Thank you for that. That was very valuable for everybody. So we're just going to walk you through our foster story, what we've done, how we got to where we are, where we began, how we got there. So hang on. It'll be fun.
It might be a repeat for some people.
It will be. Yeah, if you've listened before.
And maybe we'll just throw in some extra fun
it'll probably be more
randomness that you've
detailed
never
because
heard.
when we started, we told our story in like the first episode. It was 8 minutes, and we're like, oh, our goal is going to be 20. We haven't even sniffed that ever since in episode length. So it'll be more detailed.
I feel like the one I just listened to was 50 minutes.
The goal is to give probably the most detail we've ever given on our story, with respecting the kiddos' privacy still, and all of that. I would say. I'm going to say when I think our foster story started, and you tell me when you think yours started.
Okay, yours started when you were like 10 years old.
I wasn't going to say that because I don't really think that's our foster story didn't start there.
It's not.
We had a miscarriage in December of 16, and we decided that we were already having discussions. Did we want to have other kids? Was our family good at 2? And we had a miscarriage, and we decided that we weren't going to let that be the end, and we wanted to do something positive from that.
Do you remember that day that we found out we were pregnant with our third?
And
like immediately looking at bigger cars, looking at bigger houses.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, I do. Sitting in the emergency room next to Whit because we went to the emergency
room. We thought I was
room
dehydrated
because you had thrown up for like 3 days in a row, and you couldn't keep any water down. And we went, and when a childbearing age woman goes to the ER, a pregnancy test is part of the routine. I remember you did the whole pee in a cup thing and came back, sat down, and the nurse came in, and you're like, oh, so was it negative? And she just kind of looked at you. I can't say. And I was like, oh, okay. It was fine, right? But then, lost the baby shortly thereafter. And we just said, hey, we're going to
make something.
We're going to do something positive from it.
Right. Beauty from ashes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've mentioned before, I in middle school had it placed in my heart that adoption would be something I did down the road. I didn't know the details. I didn't know if it'd be international, if it would. I had no idea. I just knew I was a very, very pro-life person, and
you always have been.
And to reconcile that, I feel like you have to do something about it, not just
say it,
post on social media and hold up a sign like a lot of people do. I'm like, okay, well, how am I going to help? What's my role to play in this? I was like, I'll adopt kids. I've always liked kids. I've always been fairly good with kids. Didn't know how we would get there. So that's how we got here.
And then I came along, and before I met you, I was under the impression that, well, if I can have kids, I also didn't grow up a Christian, but I was under the impression that if I can have kids, why would we adopt?
Why would you adopt? Yeah.
And you definitely enlightened me to why we would adopt. So, yeah. But yeah, you definitely had it on your heart for a really long time.
God placed it on my heart long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And me being a social worker and having had worked for DCS.
Yeah, you had worked in that field. Yeah.
It was not on my radar. I never growing up had a vision of what my family would look like, how many kids I would have. I'm still not sure how many kids we'll end up having, right? It's like, okay, God, like, do what you're going to do. Tell us when you're done.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just typically, from the majority of people we've spoken with, it's the wife driving the train towards foster care and adoption.
Yeah.
And the husband just kind of goes along for the ride or gets talked into it.
Yeah.
But in our situation, you wanted to adopt.
I led. You definitely drive.
You led.
Yeah.
You wanted to adopt. You brought it up after our loss. But
you said I brought it up to you when we were dating at one point.
You said you wanted to adopt. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And I didn't really know what that meant. So I was like, okay.
You didn't know what adopt meant?
Well, what, stop it. Okay. But
that checks out. What's
I
adopt?
knew what it meant. Adopt a puppy. No. But when it came to foster care, that was my input. That was my influence because you were thinking adopt. And I was like, we were going through Dave Ramsey at this point.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, slow your roll. Adoption is very expensive.
Yep.
So I said,
Which is crazy.
it is insane. But I said, there are a lot of children already in need of homes. Why don't we foster and just see where God leads us?
Yeah.
And we went into foster care not really with the intent to adopt, but just kind of open hands.
Yeah.
Thinking like God's going to do what God's going to do.
We did not intend to adopt. Like
No,
a lot of
like
people
some
get into
people
foster
go
care.
in saying, I want to create my family this way. We had our family. Like, we were just going to foster and see what happened. And if a child came and was going to stay, awesome.
We kind of knew there would be a kid somewhere along the way that would come into our house and never leave.
The law of averages, right?
Yeah. Yep.
We kind of exceed that.
Yeah. So
we joke that our home is where kids go
to stay.
And stay.
Yeah.
But
we started the discussion of foster care, I would say
in 2017.
Spring of 17, summer?
Fall, winter of 17.
It was
okay, summer of 17.
I'm saying starting
and the paperwork sat on the kitchen counter.
Yes.
Until December of 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The paperwork sat till Whitney went for a run one day and literally saw yard signs in our neighborhood. Become a foster parent. And she kind of
while listening to a podcast or a sermon on obedience. I was like, okay, God, thank you for smacking me upside the head.
Sometimes God talks to you quietly in a Bible verse early in the morning or a book or through a friend. And sometimes he speaks directly to you with a literal sign. This was that time.
Yeah. And for me being very...
we weren't dragging our feet to drag our feet. We just were doing other stuff. Yeah.
It was life.
Which is crazy to think we thought we were busy then. I know. With 2 kids and that.
We had just moved into a bigger home and we were like, oh, we can do more ministry through this home. We can host small groups in this home. We can host. We're close to church. It wasn't really with the intent of fostering.
Check. Yes, I guess.
But hosted, we did.
Hosted, we did.
Hosted, we did.
Hosted. It's plural of hosted. So we submitted our paperwork late winter of 17 or late 2017, early 2018.
Did all the training. Yeah.
Did all the trainings, all the things when they come ask you all the private questions that they ask you when you're getting licensed and make you feel like a terrible parent because you didn't have a ladder in the upstairs or all the fire extinguishers or all the things that you have to get to be a foster parent. Check all that off. And then we've got our license, got the call on a Friday afternoon in April that, hey, you're licensed.
You're approved. And then 2 hours later, another call. Hey, Whitney, are you ready?
Hey, we got a kid. 2 hours. When you got that call, what was your biggest fear? That immediately, like your gut visceral reaction. What did you feel?
That's cute that you think I remember. My mom was in town for the weekend. We had a big food packing thing the next day. We've shared this before.
When Grammy comes to visit, it's usually a sign we're getting a
kid. My eye's twitching again because she's coming next week.
Oh, jeez. She is coming next week.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Maybe
by the time you guys hear this, we'll have 7 kids instead of 6.
Stop it. I don't remember. I mean, I said, yeah. Like, I don't even think I asked questions that first phone call. Yeah, I kind of learned along the way to ask questions, right? But I think I was just like, okay, like.
This is what we signed up for.
Okay, bring her over.
She was like an 18-month-old little girl.
I remember when they dropped her off, like I picked her up and held her and walked her across the threshold of our door.
Did you hold her
I didn't know if I should like put her down. I didn't know if she could walk. If like.
Did you just hold her like this?
I just wasn't sure what to do.
Or did you hold her? Did you hold her like?
Like this? No.
Okay. Good.
But yeah, and she came with really yucky stuff.
Yeah,
she
came with a trash bag of clothes that remained in our garage the entire time she was with us.
I feel like I might have washed them at one point and put them in a different bag. But we never used them.
No.
That experience was very eye-opening. I remember when we sent her, when she reunified, she went back home a couple months later.
Yeah, she was with us 3 months, 4 months.
I remember I sent her home with a whole lot more than what she came with.
We sure did.
And I don't remember the details, but I remember her mom asking me, because I was communicating with her mom through email, and she asked me at one point,
She asked you for something.
Yeah, like how many cases of diapers are you going to send back or something like that. And I was just like, wow, like that's what I get. Like,
Yeah.
like no, there was no like
Gratitude.
And, I didn't do it for gratitude, but like being seen a little bit as more than just a means of resources. I was like, wow. So,
I mean, she might have just been trying to plan.
Right. Yeah. And I realized that, like, looking back, I was like, she just may have had nothing. Right.
Yeah.
And trying to plan and doing the best she could. And no judgment. But for me, it was eye opening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That first foster kid, I think anybody would share, it's the most eye opening, right? It breaks your heart, breaks your soul.
I remember standing in church service during worship and God just broke my heart for what breaks his. Like, I just sobbed.
Yeah.
At the reality of this child's life.
Yeah. Her first night, she came to us, went to bed really quietly, which is weird to be in a stranger's home and to go straight to bed. Like Whit mentioned a couple minutes ago, we had a food packing thing at our church as a ministry partner that the church works with. So Whitney and our bigger kids and her mom went over to the church, and this is like 8, 9-ish.
Mind you, our bigger kids were
4
3
and
a half and 2 at this point. They weren't really big, but yeah.
Yeah, bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 18. So Lainey would have been 4 and Benny would have been almost 3.
Okay, 2 and a half and 4. Okay, yeah.
So they go over to the church. I'm at home just by myself. It's like 10:30, 11, and this little girl has not made a peep yet, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, oh man, our first kid died in the crib, and I'm going to be the one to find her.
Great.
And jeez, this is not how
I remember you texting me. You were like, it's 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, and like nothing. And I was like, dude, I'm not it.
I was like, jeez, man. So I go up to the crib.
How many times over the years have we said that though? Like when a baby finally sleeps through the night, I'm like, I'm not going to check on him.
Panic attack. The first time anybody who has experienced that joy, you're like, oh, I slept all night. Oh no.
Oh crap.
I hope the baby's alive. So I go in there. She's
we
wide
probably
awake.
Shouldn't laugh about that.
You have to. Dark humor. You have to have humor. Got to. Go in there. She's wide awake, just sitting in the middle of her crib. So I'm like, hey. She just looks up at me. I go, do you want to get out? She just looks at me. Didn't cry.
No idea what to do.
Didn't talk. Didn't nothing. Just looked at me.
Do you remember how she would like literally like face plant? Oh, sorry.
And that's the moment I realized, oh my gosh, this kid.
No idea.
Because at some point in her life, she learned crying does me no good. I'm not going to be held. I'm not going to be picked up. So I'm just going to be quiet because that's easier. Yeah. So that's the reality she came to us with. And that was my first dose of this trauma that we would experience as foster parents. And she, even when you would hold her, she would almost like.
She didn't like it.
Like, like what movie is it where they're hugging and the guy's like, no, don't hug me.
Step Brothers?
Maybe. I don't know. Sounds good. But yeah, she didn't want to be held.
Well, I'm thinking even like, she was 18 months, so trying to figure out running. And when she would face plant.
Oh, yeah.
She would get up and like not.
Like, I remember she had a little bloody nose.
I would be like, like, and nothing.
Like, she had, one time she fell and got a little scrapage on the end of her nose, and she bounced up, kind of.
Yeah. And
off she went.
I remember one time she yelled at me when I was eating eggplant parm, and she wanted it. And I was like, you want this?
Yeah. So that was just so eye-opening.
Yeah.
In the journey we would go on.
And she would pull out her hair. Like
as a form of like frustration and just self-soothing. She would yank out huge clumps of
Yeah. Poor baby. So I don't know how we got that far with that first placement, but
I mean, what would you say for somebody who's thinking about fostering with the first placement? What are some things we can share with them so they don't have to learn like we did? What can we share?
I would say become trauma informed as much as you can before jumping in. It's a lot easier it's never easy to experience trauma and how that shows up in children, but being aware of it is definitely helpful.
You have the lens to look through.
Yes.
The trauma lens, you can see stuff through that. Yeah. It's
trauma
a lens.
is really tricky.
Yeah. And it looks different with every single kid.
Different experiences. Yeah. So I would definitely say read up on it, watch some videos, go to trainings, just
talk
be
with other
aware.
Foster parents, talk to people that know what they're doing, talk to counselors.
And if this is your first time parenting, Again, just kind of
man. God bless
like
you.
some people jump into foster care and that's their first taste of
That's what your
parenthood,
brother
right?
did. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, like do yourself a favor.
I wonder if it would be easier to jump in as just a brand new parent.
I mean,
if
they
you don't
say
know
it's
any
easier to
different.
jump into twins than single. Like it's easier to go from twins and then having one child than to go from having one child and then having twins.
Oh, yeah. When you go from man to man to zone defense, that's tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know what that means, do you?
Yes, I know what
Explain
that
it.
means.
Explain it.
Stop it. I quit.
Explain it.
Jason, they don't need a basketball lecture today. Stop it.
You don't know how to explain it.
Yes,
do
I
you?
know. Well, not like quickly. I can draw
Okay.
pictures.
Okay.
Man to man is when you're assigned to the wristband guy
Okay, very good.
for little kids. So yeah,
Same color wristband. That's right.
same color wristband.
All right. Let's walk through the rest of our placements really quick.
Yeah, all of them. I don't have my notebook with me.
So that summer of 18.
Oh my goodness.
We're not going to go
gracious.
through each one, but we had a
Jason.
bunch of really short placements, a bunch of babies. We had like
We did.
we had a 2-week one, a
We had
1-day
baby
one.
Z for 2 weeks. We had another little baby for 24 hours. Her mom, well, the 2-week placement, she went to a family, her family, a family member. And then a couple weeks later, we got a call for a brand new infant, newborn baby,
fresh one.
a fresh one.
Yeah.
And what happened there is she was discharged from the hospital with her mom into a halfway house or a rehab house.
Essentially, yeah, I don't know that. Yeah.
But mom had some complications and needed to be admitted to the hospital. So this baby needed to go into foster care while mom was in the hospital.
Yeah.
So she stayed with us.
I mean, just
with us for 24
that whole
hours.
story was just like, holy cow. Like you just learn like how some people's situations are just so dire, like that world.
And that little girl ended up getting adopted.
yeah.
A couple
So
years later.
didn't you show a picture of her to somebody
Yeah.
and go, wait a minute.
I was talking about her in a foster moms group, and she was like, "Wait, what?" And this other girl was like, "My friend adopted her,
Yeah.
like same age, like born at the same time, same name,
Yeah.
same red hair. Yeah, crazy."
Kind of mad.
I was like, "Why didn't they call
Why
us
didn't they call us
back?"
back? Yeah, because they're supposed to call back, but that's okay. She went
We
to
were 24 hours.
She went
It
to a
was
great
fine.
home. Yeah, she didn't bond with us.
Yeah.
Then we had another 2 for K-Man.
No, he was next.
He was next. So then we
He
got
was in October.
yeah. We got a baby that came to us for
Another
on
fresh
Halloween.
one. Yeah.
Another brand new fresh one.
Took the kids trick or treating, and then I went to the hospital. I had to stay overnight with him.
It was one of those trick or treats that it was like raining, snowing.
Yeah.
It was gross.
I was like, peace out.
yeah. She's like, okay, you have fun. Yeah.
But for him, with new babies, some hospitals have the rule where you need to stay overnight with him in the hospital.
Yeah.
And basically show that you can take care of an infant
Yeah.
before they discharge the baby to you. So I stayed overnight with him.
Yep. Brought him home.
Brought him home the next day.
He stayed with us for 3 months. Yeah, because he went home.
Yeah.
In
His
February.
mom never showed back up, but dad stepped up.
Dad stepped up big time. This is one of
Yeah.
those awesome reunification stories where
But also interesting because like quickly from when he was placed with us, they were like, yeah, you'll be adopting him. Do you
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Yeah. You never believe. DCS doesn't know.
They get it
They
wrong
can't
most
see into
of
the
the time.
future.
Yeah, yeah.
So pro tip, never believe what they tell you.
Yeah, it was cool. So we formed a bit of a relationship with his dad, and I was able to take him formula like 3 months after he went home to his dad and see him. It was cool. Like, and we were still connected on social media, and now he's a big old boy and doing good. And
Yeah. He's like in elementary school
I
now.
know he's the same age as Leah girl.
Yeah. So then Leah came.
So
Couple
it
months
was
later.
a Friday. He was going home on a Monday. We knew it. Like everything was lined up. As long as stuff didn't go wrong, he'd be going home on that Monday. We get a call for Leah on Friday afternoon. Whitney calls me, hoping for me to be the voice of reason because
I'm not.
Leah was also a baby, 3-month-old. Had another 3-month-old, and she called me at work, and I said, "Let's do it.
Yeah. He said, why not?
Why not?" They told us she would be with us for.
No
she just
rest
needed
for the weary.
She just needed a little TLC for a couple weeks.
No, through the weekend.
Oh, it was a weekend. I thought it was a couple.
through the weekend.
Well, that
Yeah.
weekend has now been almost 8 years.
Yeah.
and she's ours now.
Longest weekend ever.
Longest weekend ever. We won't get into Leah's. Yeah, we can get into her story a little bit. This was one of those kids that came to us that DCS, oh, she's a happy, healthy baby, and she just needs a little TLC. And it turns out that is not accurate.
No. She was actually really sick.
She was almost drowning every time she drank a bottle. Our pediatrician said she was the most malnourished kid she had seen other than her time at the children's hospital here in Indy, one of the children's hospitals here in Indy.
Mm-hmm.
And Whitney connected with a girl the week after she came to us, said, hey, you got to go get looked at. And basically within a week of her coming to us, she had an NG tube placed in her nose.
Mm-hmm. That was a roller coaster.
That was wild.
Yeah.
And I mean, her whole placement was wild. So she came to us, it would have been spring of, or late winter of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom loved her, but she was battling some things and just couldn't care for her the way she needed. We rolled into COVID.
Yeah.
And that was a disaster. I mean, one of my favorite stories from COVID is Whitney. So Leah's belly mom was very inconsistent with visits.
Mm-hmm.
For all of a sudden, right when COVID started, like March of 2000, whenever we all thought we were all dead, DCS was insisting.
When we all thought we were all dead.
The DCS was insisting that in-person visits happen, but Leah had something wrong with one of her lungs, and everybody was worried about lungs. We're like, this is the most
because and COVID was like a lung thing,
nonsensical thing ever. So Mama
you heard
Bear
everyone
Whitney
going on those like machines that like hit you and everything, and
Mama Bear Whitney, I don't know how you had it, but you had the state director's number.
I have my ways.
And you called her and said, hey.
Well, no, I was taking her to a visit.
And you turned around, yeah.
And before I got on the highway, I was like, no, like, I'm not doing this. This is horrible. This is a terrible idea. I said, I don't care if I'm in contempt of court. This is not in her best interest. So I pulled over. I sat in some trucker parking lot, typed out an email on my phone, sent it to the whole team. I said, I'm not taking her. Like, consider this visit canceled. I remember the visit supervisor messaging me and said, well, you're in contempt of court by doing this, so I don't know what will happen to you. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, you didn't care.
I literally don't care.
Yeah.
And then, I got the personal cell phone number of the state director.
And I also
of
contacted
DCS.
our state senator, too.
Yeah.
I don't know what caused it, but the next day we got a memo from DCS that said, hey, we'll do virtual visits.
Yeah.
Which is really dumb to do with a baby anyway, but hey,
it was the lesser
a win.
of two evils.
And also, fun fact, Mom tested positive. At least she told everybody she tested positive for COVID like 10 days later, which of course she did.
Right?
So Leah got adopted in the summer of 2022. 22.
But we fostered several.
22. But I'm just closing out Leah's story.
Okay, yeah.
So let's go back to spring or summer of.
This is really going to test your memory.
Hold on, let's go back to, it would be 19. We got the 5-year-old next, right? Was that our next one? The 5-year-old girl? The
Maybe.
kindergartner?
I don't have my notebook.
So, yeah, we did a 5-year-old.
I have a great notebook.
We did
with
a 5-year-old.
all of this written out.
It's too bad I didn't share this outline with her days ago so she could look it over before we came and sat down.
No, it is not on this outline.
No, it's not, but you didn't think that talking about our foster placements would be something we would talk about in our
this specific.
Jeez.
No.
So along the way, we ended up trying our hands
We've
with
had like 18 kids. Are we really going to do this?
We tried to have, not everyone, but we tried our hands with a 5-year-old girl. Didn't work out. We had to disrupt placement. We took in a toddler that was shaken.
Oh, that 5-year-old girl. You really threw me.
What other 5-year-old girl was there?
Yeah, I guess I was thinking of the other one that was 5 the second time around. Just forget it. I need my notebook.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll get back on track. Maybe we won't go, but
You need to go back to your outline that you created.
No, I want to go over all the kids.
Okay.
Take it
away,
we
Jason.
took in a toddler. He was shaken. He was in a wheelchair.
Oh, he was not in a wheelchair.
Well, he would have been if we weren't holding him.
At this age, yes, he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, he's in a wheelchair
When
now.
he was 2, he was not in a wheelchair.
We just held him the whole time. And
he had a stander.
Yeah.
Like a big old machine that helped him stand, but
we got close to his parents. Unfortunately, they were not the cause of his issue.
It was just such a hot mess.
And Whitney actually saw videos of him when he was a normal developing kid and just said how heartbreaking it was to see him. So we had him for...
They believe it happened at an in-home daycare.
Yeah, 4 or 5 months we had him.
No, he came to us in May.
Of 19?
Oh, maybe it was August. And then right around Christmas time, he left
Of
because we had
2020.
COVID.
Yeah.
And he was working towards going home, but
So he went on a visit and they
expedited
basically
it
just stayed home.
because I was worried about him getting sick.
Well, we all kind of wanted him to get home. We were like, this is stupid. He should be
Yeah.
home. So we all kind of helped get there.
Yeah.
And we took in a 5-year-old girl.
Remember when we took in the COVID baby?
COVID baby. Yeah,
Oh, he was so sweet.
he was such a sweet boy. A little baby.
He was at a shelter. I picked him up from a shelter. He was like 3 months old.
Yeah, they called us and said, hey, we have this baby. He's positive.
Nobody wanted him because he was positive.
He's positive for COVID. We were both immediately said yes. I'm like, look.
I was worried about Leah, so I called our pediatrician first, and I said, here's the deal. How much of a risk is this? Because he's positive, but like he also doesn't have a family.
Yeah.
Right? So
Somebody asked us, oh, you guys are going to take in a COVID baby? I was like, yeah. I was like, look, if God calls me home because I get COVID from a baby,
I remember you
I was
saying
like,
that,
cool, what a way to go. Like, why are you
Right?
here? I said yes to a baby who had COVID.
I remember you saying that. Yeah. You're
go.
like, if this is my end, okay.
Yeah, cool. That's a good way to go,
Yeah.
right? So, yeah, he was sweet.
And our hamster died when I was holding him at night. Remember that? That's when Herschel died. You don't remember that?
I remember Herschel dying. I don't remember.
It was when he was with us because
Okay.
I was up in the night with him, and then all of a sudden stopped.
Okay. Some other highlight. So, yeah, we tried a 10-year-old boy at one point.
Wait, do you remember when we got Herschel and I had no idea what like hamsters entailed? And I was like, wait, we have to like change their bedding?
It was horrible.
Like, wait, they go to the bathroom in
So
there?
he was on the main level of our house. One day we walked in
No
the morning
idea.
and his cage was tipped over. Like he had a Cadillac cage, like the kind that had the
did.
tubes up the side and all that. And it was open and he was
fun yard sale
gone.
find.
I was like, well, the hamster's dead. And I go down and I'm trying to find him. He went downstairs in our house and was underneath the bed in our guest room in the basement where our daughter now lives. Just
Now lives.
hanging out with us. I couldn't believe
He was like Houdini. He got out several times.
Well, he's a rodent. That's what they do. When
Like I
you have
remember
a
one
rodent
time,
as
like in
a
our
gift-
entryway, like I couldn't find him, and I was putting the baby to bed, and he was like in the entryway, like watching me. I was like, "Don't move!"
I
And
love
like
your
trying to quickly take the baby upstairs so I can get him.
I love your Herschel face.
Thank you.
That's a good one.
I practiced it. No.
Yeah. Cool. Hard
Anyway,
parts.
we added Herschel in there. He was basically a foster kid
Yeah.
until we had to bury him in the backyard.
That's what you do with pets when they die, especially with rodents. We haven't gotten a rodent pet since. just
Remember
for
when the
record.
fish died, and you were like, "All right, Lainey, here's the humane options we
It
have."
wasn't dead.
No, you
It
had
was
to
dying.
kill him.
It was dying.
Yeah, you
So
had
I
to
looked
kill
up how
him.
to kill a fish,
I'm sorry, I don't know why we're going here.
and you had to either freeze it or chop it in half. We chopped it in half. So
Gosh.
thank you, Whitney. The hard parts of foster care we're going to go into now. All right. Go ahead. You take this one. Start with.
The hard parts of foster care.
Yes.
You're gonna get me going on a tangent with this
That's
one.
fine. Let's
We
talk-
literally
let's-
got in the car this evening, and
So
first
let's-
thing I said to Jason,
I
I
hate
hate foster care.
So if you're new to it and you're like, why are we doing this? This is stupid. I hate it here.
You're not alone.
Just understand.
You're in good company.
If you're doing it, it's going to happen your entire journey.
Yes.
So the hardest parts, without a doubt, is saying goodbye to kids that you don't think should go home.
Oh, yeah.
That's the hardest part.
Yes. But there's a lot of like little hard parts too.
So the hardest part is saying goodbye to the kids. Even the kids that go home to their families where you know they're safe, loved, and taken care of. That's still hard.
you still love them.
You love them. You're
Yeah,
going to miss
of
them. But
course.
you're happy they're home. But those are the big hards.
Yeah.
The two really. What are some of the other hards? that
What gets my goat
gets your
is
goat?
all of this visit stuff, this situation.
Gets my.
And I don't think we're alone in this. But visits, when they're not
You
consistent.
said visits like 7 times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
go
don't
ahead.
even know where to go with this.
Go ahead.
When they're so
Complete your thought.
inconsistent, but then, bless your heart, new visit supervisor comes in and thinks like it's going to be different for her. And she's like, oh, yeah, we're going to do 6-hour
So
visit.
our baby hasn't had a visit with his belly mom in months.
Month, like lots of months. Yeah.
Months.
Multiple months. Yeah.
Well, there's a new visit supervisor on the case, and she called Whitney and told her tonight that, hey, we're going to do a 6-hour visit tomorrow.
And mom needs you to send formula.
And mom
like,
needs
wait,
you to send
what?
formula.
Like,
if you've done it, like parents are supposed to
your
provide
heart.
everything, and it's just like, okay, like bless your heart. Yeah, it's one of those. Just bless your
I
heart.
said, I need you to confirm this visit 30 minutes before you pick up this child tomorrow that mom confirmed in the morning, because this isn't new. Like, it's new to her and she thinks it's going to be great.
We know how it's going to go.
We know how it's going to go. Yeah. And if that baby gets picked up, he's going to be coming home in an hour because it's not going to happen. It's just frustrating and I hate it for the baby.
You're shaking the table.
You went there. You got
I did
me
not
going.
go there.
So currently, yeah, that's one of my hearts. Trauma behaviors are hard.
Yeah. They're so different too.
That's what I was going to say. Parenting multiple children, some in our family specifically.
Yeah, just walk through our family.
Multiple children are neurodiverse. Multiple children have been through trauma.
So neurodiverse means we have two.
Hold on, I'm talking.
We have two with autism. Just to say that.
Well, I was going to get there.
Okay.
Multiple children have been born exposed to a wide variety of substances.
Like dairy ice
There's
cream.
a lot going on in brains in our house.
Our kids were exposed to ice cream in utero.
A lot of ice
cream. A lot of ice cream. A lot of dairy.
A lot of milkshakes and cookies.
Yeah.
And what was it? I was hooked on those bacon, egg, and cheese croissants from Burger King.
You were. We don't ever
it
eat
was
Burger
like
King. We
never
never did before or
but
since.
It was like two for $3, and I would drive past Burger King to work every day.
This is why we gained 70 pounds in our first pregnancy.
Yes, it is. Anyway.
You did get on a second one. That's hard. Just balancing the trauma between each
Parenting each child, how they need.
Kid's been neglected versus abused versus...
And how their behaviors show up.
And how they
remembering why their behaviors are showing up, how they're showing up.
Impact the other kids.
Yes.
And yeah. So
that is hard. And it is hard to keep your cool and put on your coaching hat instead of your like, what are you doing? Right? Like, so.
You know, like...
as a parent, you're trying to work through your own childhood in some way, shape, or form. I think everyone is. We're all doing the best we can. Yeah. But...
You know, like our big kids, our bio kids, my big kids, like they'll be acting crazy. I'm like, I will body slam you if you don't stop.
Yeah.
You can't say that to a younger kid who's been abused and through trauma, right? You can't say that.
No.
Some other hard parts, court.
And our kids would say, bruh, take me, right back to you.
They don't want none. They don't want none of this. So court's hard, dealing with judges at... So we've dealt some...
Court feels like you're going to the principal's office and you've done nothing wrong. That's what court feels like to me. Like...
Really?
And I never got in trouble. I never got detention.
It's
stressful. And it's not even about me.
I wasn't going to complain about that. I was going to complain about you never know what judges are going to do.
Well, yeah, that too.
Like there needs to be a more well-documented process, like very clear, very objective versus subjective. And and I mean, honestly, another hard part is we are the baby people. And not unfortunately, but the process Whitney and I have figured out is when we get a new baby, one of us sleeps on the couch with the baby while the other one sleeps in our bed upstairs, and then we rotate. Mm-hmm. I bet we've given up somewhere between 3 to 4 years of sleeping in the same bed together.
Ew.
Would you guess that?
I'm actually thinking about the amount of diapers we've gone through in the past 12 years. When you think about all the babies and all the sleepless nights. But yes, you're right. There's just a lot of sacrifices.
There's a lot of sacrifices, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God for a strong marriage.
Thank God for a strong marriage. Yeah. What about the beautiful parts? I'm
still really mad about the visit situation.
Well, let me talk first. Then.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Speaking of marriage, I think Whitney and I have a stronger marriage because we chose to foster.
Probably.
We communicate better. We have been
It's forced us to,
We've
right?
been through crap.
Yeah.
We've had really hard, like, you know, I'm at work and Whitney comes and said, hey, so-and-so just went home. And they're home. Mm-hmm. Bawling.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, any kind of adversity, grief, hard times, broken relationships, anything like that, special needs, will either bring a couple closer together or tear them apart. It's
like pressure for carbon. You can make coal or you can make diamonds.
Exactly. And that's what it is, right? Yeah. So you're not wrong to say that it helped us be stronger, because it did.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we're on that end of
Yeah,
it, right?
thankfully. Only because of God.
Yeah.
What's a moment you'll never forget? You have one? I know mine.
A moment I'll never forget.
Okay, I'll go first. So
our adoptions.
well, yeah. So the aforementioned Leah.
Wait, were you going to say adoption? I bet
No,
I won you.
I was
okay.
not. Aforementioned Leah. I'm thinking specific.
Aforementioned. Okay, 10 points.
So I'm just thinking in the foster care journey, not the adoption journey. With foster care, Leah was a really hard baby. If she wasn't crying, she was puking out her formula. She didn't sleep. Like, she was just miserable. Like,
projectile vomiting.
She hated us. She
style.
hated formula.
She loved me. She just hated everybody
now
else.
she loves me more now, which is
okay.
funny. So
That's
anyway,
because you're a pushover. Keep going.
Anyway,
with your aforementioned.
She was giving us just a run for our money. Like, we're exhausted. We're strung out. And I'll never forget, I was doing something. All of a sudden, she just stops and looks at me and gives me a big old gummy baby smile. And I was like, oh, we're going to make it. Okay.
Aw.
That's one of my favorite memories.
I love it.
Yeah. Another one for me was this fall. We've shared about her before in multiple episodes. We had a kid that was with us when she was 2, went home and came back to us for about a year and a half. We were celebrating her birthday this fall, and she looked at me and said, Daddy, thanks for celebrating my birthday.
It's like heart-wrenching, though.
But like, just that moment, just
Yeah.
seeing her grateful for that. Like, because she was not a grateful kid by nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because she's been through terrible stuff.
Yeah.
And for her just to look and say, thanks for celebrating my
Yeah.
birthday. That was really special.
Yeah. I think this is general. It's not like a specific, but I think the relationships and the connections that we've been able to make through fostering.
The relationships.
I just think about, different visit providers and therapists and DCS workers and agency caseworkers that have essentially become an extension of our family.
Yeah.
Has been so special. It's been a ministry for us, right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's been so special outside of the heart of foster care.
Yeah.
Just getting to have those relationships.
So Leah's first.
Yeah, Tamika. Like, she still reaches out.
She was Leah's caseworker when she was a foster kid. She ended up moving to Las Vegas.
No, Nevada. Not Las Vegas.
So
Nevada's a large state.
Whenever somebody says Nevada, I always just think Las Vegas, because other than that, there's just desert.
You looked at me like I was an idiot.
and
I was like, I know
snakes.
where you're going with this.
And she's still desert and snakes. That's what's in casinos. She'll reach out on Leah's birthday every year. It's just fun that she's remembered it.
Yes.
It's also, the beautiful parts has just helped me I struggle at it still, but try to see people the way God sees people. That's hard.
Yeah.
But it's also one of the most valuable things about being a foster parent is
Yes.
the bio parents, the kids, the caseworkers who don't respect your time. The whole thing is
There's a lot of opportunities for love and grace.
There's remembering how God views them
Yeah.
and trying to view them the same way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a lot of opportunities to share the gospel and to share hope.
Yeah. I was listening to a guy named, what's his name? Wes Huff. He's a very popular apologetics guy. He was giving a sermon, and the gist of it was there's 5 gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and you're the 5th gospel. Mm-hmm. Your life should tell the story of Jesus and how we've gotten to do that. Like,
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other beautiful parts do we want to talk about? Any other beautiful parts? I mean, there's a lot.
I know. Like the endings.
So what's been really fun for me is seeing you learn how to do little black girl hair.
It is fun.
It's
it takes
really
really
neat.
Long.
How
it takes such a long
how
time.
much pride you've taken in that journey.
Yeah.
It
matters.
Us making sure that our 3 adoptive kids are all some shade of brown, and
all different textures of hair too, which is super fun.
And Whitney's goal is to make sure that when we're out, when people see their hair, they don't immediately know that they have white parents.
Yeah.
You've done really good.
Yeah. Yeah,
I came home this
learned a
week
lot.
and I looked at Nai-Nai's hair and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so good. You braided it.
I know.
It
I didn't
looks
even
so
send you
good.
pictures. I was so proud of it. I wanted to
looks so
surprise
good.
you.
Why do we still say yes after 8 years?
Because God hasn't told us to say no.
So that's a good segue to what I was. People, a lot of times when people say, you ask them to do something hard, whatever it is, people will say, well, let me pray about it. Ooh, I don't know if God's calling me to that.
That's such a hard, like, yeah, that's so true. Like, yes, pray about it, but is that a delay tactic?
And why
is that
is
like
it-
a fear? Like, what's the motivation
Why is
there?
the default answer not yes?
Right.
And let God tell you no.
Yeah.
And so that's what we've embraced along our
That's
journey.
been our default, right? We're going to say yes until God shuts the door or tells us no.
And I think that's a more biblical response. I don't think
And people might think we're crazy, but that's what we've done.
That's fine.
And it's not to say we say yes to every phone call.
We definitely don't say yes.
Right?
We've said no to more than we've said yes to.
Oh, yeah, we've had to.
Way more.
But I don't know. It's just...
I don't want to get to heaven and when God calls me to account for what I did with the
Right.
gifts and skills he gave me, to have to look at him and be like, I didn't want to do that because that felt hard.
Right.
You know, it's an act of obedience. It's not,
Like I asked you to do this. Why didn't you?
this is the charge I gave you. This is a responsibility I gave you. Why did you not follow through on it?
Well, and the other thing is, we've often said the moment we start to feel comfortable is the moment we know that God's going to do something.
Oh yeah, when we start to be like, oh, this isn't so hard.
Like, we're getting into a good routine. Like, oh no, what's going to happen now?
God goes, here's a kid, right?
Yeah.
And it
But
scares
it's
me.
true.
And it scares me because home's getting a little settled right now.
Yeah.
Like pretty good. And
But it's real though.
It's
Like
100%
God
real.
doesn't call us to a life of comfort. And as settled as it feels, we still have a lot going on with 6 kids.
6 kids, you're getting surgery in a month, then I'm gonna have to fend for myself.
I mean, we're raising an almost teenager. Enough said. Like,
That's enough.
holy moly.
Send her to boarding
Lord
school.
have mercy.
Jeez. If you have preteen girls, we made her skip softball practice last night because
That was
she
so
didn't do
hard.
her
I was in tears.
I loved it.
It's like, I hate parenting.
I
hate
loved it. Like, go, kid. Let's play games.
Like I told her, I was like, I just want you to know, like, this is really hard for me. Like, but I also don't know what else to do. So you're going to miss softball because I was like, if you have suggestions on how I can parent you better, please share them because I don't know what to do.
I wasn't feeling well, so I'm actually coaching the team, and I couldn't make it to practice last night because I was
You were
not
sick.
good.
Yeah.
And I wish it would have been I was able to go. I'm like, well, I'll let your teammates know you let them down and you couldn't make it because you didn't want to listen to mom and dad.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Why else do we say it? Just I could. And another reason
Why do you
we
keep saying yes?
because kids need us.
Yeah.
Unless more people step into the role of being foster parents, we like kids. Why kids don't deserve.
Mm-hmm.
When we spoke at that panel at that conference recently, there was a 35-year-old guy there. He asked the judge, "Hey, can I just age out of the system? I'm tired of bouncing around the houses and people telling me they're going to adopt me. It's too hard. Can I just age out?"
Can you imagine?
He
like,
had
the heartbreak?
lost so much hope.
Yeah,
he
just
just
to say-
asked to age out.
Like, don't even give me a chance at a forever home because I don't want to be hurt again.
Or
Yeah.
maybe he felt like he didn't deserve it. Who knows? All the different dynamics, right? But dude, he is 35 years old, married, is a DCS caseworker, is a foster parent himself. His caseworker from when he was a foster kid ended up adopting him as an adult, which I didn't know was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
But that's really cool. So this is a neat story now, but how heartbreaking to get to where he had to go. So
to bounce off of that and that you keep saying yes because kids need us, there is a family in our church who I think they have 4 kids. They have 2 teen boys. They've adopted 2 girls from a different country. They've fostered a lot. Their foster placements recently went home. One of their children was doing a 2-month stay in Riley Children's Hospital for chemo. And in the midst of that, one of their child being in the Children's Hospital receiving chemo with one parent being there the whole time, they accepted a placement of 2
they said yes again.
siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah. They said yes. And she called me because she was like,
Am I crazy?
I don't know. Yeah. She basically said, I need advice because I know people are going to judge me for saying yes right now. And she said, I know that you've been there too and you've been judged.
You're crazy like me.
And yeah, she was like, what do I do? How do I combat this? How do I deal with it? And I was like, you know what? Your calling isn't their calling. Like if they judge you, that's their heart issue. It's not yours. Yeah. You need to keep saying yes if you feel God's calling you to say yes. And it might not make sense to anyone else, but it doesn't have to make sense to them because it's not their calling.
Yep.
If you and your husband are on board with this, yes, then go for it. Like if you can do it, yeah. Like who are you to say no if you feel like that? And she's right. She was like, if we don't say yes, who would take them? And would they even get to stay together? Right?
I mean, like that story of Esther, like you were made for a time such as this, right?
Yeah. What a testimony.
Yeah.
And I said, I was like, your life is a living testimony.
They're incredible. Yeah. They're living out Romans 12:1.
Yes.
Your life should be a living and holy sacrifice. Mm-hmm. Our lives as Christians should be living sacrifices. Yeah. Which is good. Let's segue. What are some couple scripture verses that you've leaned on throughout our journey? One, I will go first, is Galatians 6:9. All of you probably know it. Don't grow weary in doing good.
I was going to say that one.
Well, I stole it. That's why I went first.
Cheater.
I mean,
I have leaned on that verse so much over the years.
This journey will wear you out. Oh. It'll jade you towards people. I mean, another one I think I could say is it's in Corinthians. I think it's 2 Corinthians is fix your eyes on what is unseen, for what is seen is temporary, what is unseen is eternal. Keep that perspective on eternity, on heaven, the impact you're going to have on these kids. Like, because of your testimony, how you love people, there might be people in heaven that give you a hug and go, hey, I'm here because you did this and this, and you don't even know, a caseworker, a judge, a bio parent, who knows what, right?
Yeah. Luke 16:10, having faithfulness in the small things. Parenting, there's so much of parenting that no one sees it but God, right? And that's another thing that I think of constantly. Elroy, he is the one who sees. No one else sees all these little steps of obedience, the hugs, the diapers, the washing of bottles, the everyday mundane.
The blowout every day.
Oh my gosh.
Our 8-month-old, he can't have a normal poop. He has to blow out his diaper.
And it's not that the diapers aren't too small. Like, I'm not an idiot. Like, he just can't fit it in the diaper.
He's got a lot of poop.
We've now started putting him to bed in diapers 2 sizes too big.
I mean, I don't know if you did that on purpose. That's a great segue to explain how we came up with our podcast name, too.
Yeah.
So, last name, obviously.
Welcome. But I wasn't done.
Oh.
But, just.
Well, then finish.
I'm working on it. Just how God is the God who sees. He sees it all. He sees.
Said that already.
I want to say it again because I think it matters. Okay. Especially as a stay-at-home mom, I need the reminder constantly. No one else sees the constant, daily, everything. That's exhausting. Yeah. Right? Like sometimes I'll literally list off to you the things I've done so you can tell me you appreciate me, right?
You do, yeah.
So God sees that and I rest in that and that helps knowing that. And it's just truth from scripture. Now you can speak.
So Dream Small, obviously it's play on our last name, but on one morning I was taking our big kids to school. I don't know how the song, it's a song by a guy named Josh Wilson called Dream Small.
Yeah.
Like I started to tear up in the car because it just talks about doing the small things, loving your neighbor.
And you sent it to me, and in true Whitney fashion, I didn't listen to it for like 4 days after you kept reminding me.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right. Sweet. Okay. And we had started to discuss starting a podcast because she had made the decision.
No, you told me we were starting a podcast.
I did it, yes.
When I came home from working full time, you were like, well, guess what? We're going to start a podcast.
Because I wanted her voice still to be heard because I think she adds a lot of value. And we settled on Dream Small because it's our name. That's what we do. And that's what we think is important. It's so perfect.
We tried to get permission to use his song for our intro.
It's really expensive.
But it wasn't an option.
It was not an option.
We don't make money off of this. No. We just do it for fun.
We just do it for fun.
It's kind of an extension of our ministry for other people.
It's absolutely an extension of our ministry. Which, by the way, if you're listening.
Yeah. Jason, what should they do?
Like we always forget to do this. And I actually remembered.
Look at me like just tossing these segues.
Yeah, like our show, wherever you listen to it, whether you're watching on YouTube, podcast, like it. share it. We have had, I would say, a surprising number of people come up and say thank you for your show, or message us and say thank you. It's really helped us.
There was a girl in the bathroom at our conference and she was like, "You're Whitney." I was like, "I am." Like, she knew me. That's all.
It's a little creepy. Good story.
Yeah.
Bro.
We were washing our hands.
Good.
It was fine.
I'm glad you're washing your hands. Good job. We come up and say, hey, thank you for your show. You've really helped us navigate it. Whitney's, this couple from Texas emails her a lot. Like, they're going through a lot of what we went through in our journey.
It's amazing how God put us together, because a lot of what they've experienced.
Their journey sounds a lot like our journey.
In their journey so far, I can speak into it. And it's like odd specific stuff. Like what's a swallow study like, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, which is great.
So share it. You never know who needs to hear something. And especially if you know foster folks or adoptive folks, like, it's a niche, I guarantee you we have talked about something that'll resonate with them. Mm-hmm. And leave us a review if you would too, on whatever platforms allow reviews.
Yeah.
I forget.
And we have social pages, so share that stuff too.
I don't know them.
Just get the word out. It's Dream Small Podcast.
Dream Small Podcast, yeah.
Jason.
If you're a foster parent, stick with it. It's worth it. I know it's hard. It is so hard. Remember, as isolated as you feel, you're not isolated. There's more of us than you realize.
There is. And community is vital. And I would encourage.
Let's wrap up with that. Like, let's talk about community real quick, how important it is.
Well, I was just about to.
That's what I'm saying. Let's finish with it.
So you're telling me to stop talking once I say
finish
this?
talking about it. Like, go into it.
I feel pressure.
Don't look at it. It's not on here. It's just talk about it.
Community is what gets you through on the hardest days. And they're fun to have around on the good days too.
Yeah.
To get to celebrate adoptions and celebrate wins and celebrate reunification and celebrate sleeping through the night, right?
Take a baby so you can sleep through the night.
Yes. But then, they also show up in the hard. And I will tell you, it takes a great deal of vulnerability to find your people and your community, because I've said it before and I'll keep saying it. People don't know the weight that you're carrying unless you're willing to share it.
I was going to ask you to do that. Yeah. Like, you have to be vulnerable. You have to tell.
You have to say, I cannot do this on my own. Yep. There's no room for pride. Yeah. You have to admit it, and you have to say, I need people, and this is where and how I need people. And the other part of accessing community is accepting the help when they offer it. And I learned that the hard way. I learned things the hard way, right?
Yeah, that's your thing.
But a dear friend years ago wanted to send us a meal, and she, God bless her, she was going through cancer treatment. And I was like, you're going through so much. Please don't. Like, thank you, but no thank you. And she wrote me back and she said, don't you dare deny me this opportunity to bless you. And I was like, oh, ouch. Like,
share, we could do another hour on just how our community has helped us. Share the story about how you were at your breaking point with our first placement. And you got the doorbell ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell that story.
So what we were saying about being trauma informed is really helpful when you get into foster care. It was hard. We shared a little bit about her challenges, that baby that came to us first. And I mean, we had a toddler and a preschooler at that age. And it was hard. It was so hard. And Jason was working. I was home all the time. And this little girl would just like scream. She would pull her hair out.
Throw iPads.
Yeah, like chuck stuff at our kids. Like, it was, we got to the point where we waved the white flag and put in a notice for disruption for placement, because we just didn't think it was working with our kids, and it was impacting us. And I honestly can't even remember a lot of the details, but it was really, really hard and really challenging. And there was one day during nap times where all three kids, praise the Lord, were napping at the same time. And I was upstairs on our bed praying and crying and just saying, God, like, what are we doing here? Like, I can't do this. We can't keep living like this, right? Yeah. And it just felt like I just kept hitting a wall. And the doorbell rang downstairs, and the last thing I wanted to do was answer that door. I just wanted to stay and wallow in my grief and cry and be grumpy and maybe take a nap. And something prompted me to go answer the door. And it was a dear woman from our church. And she had a bouquet of flowers in her hand. And she just said, I was at the store and I felt the Spirit tell me to come see you. So I got you flowers because I didn't want to come empty-handed. She said, can I pray for you? And she just stood in our doorway and prayed for me and our family and left me with flowers. And that was it. But her awareness of that Holy Spirit's prompting saved me that day because it gave me that strength to keep going. Yeah. It was incredible. I don't know what else to say.
What do we see at the end of episodes?
Are we done now?
Yeah, I think that's a good
Okay.
spot to end. What do you think, Tony? Good spot to end?
So we don't want to talk about practical encouragement?
No,
Okay.
I think we're good. We already
Challenge.
kind of did. Yeah.
Okay.
No, we're already at an hour.
Okay. Probably passed. All right, you guys. Well, thank you for tuning in to our 50th episode
Thanks for listening.
of Dream
so much.
Small. And hopefully it was fun having us on video a little bit. I don't know. But until next time, keep dreaming small.
Thank you for listening to the Dream Small podcast. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please tap that follow button and leave us a review. It helps other people find my mom and dad's show. If you're on Spotify, please give my parents a follow and a 5-star rating. And wherever you listen, don't forget to share the show with a friend who needs a little encouragement today. You can also follow us on social media to stay in the loop. Instagram at Dream Small Podcast, Facebook Dream Small Podcast, Twitter or X at Dream Small Show, or email us anytime at dreamsmallpodcast@gmail.com. We love hearing from you, and remember, just dream small. See you next time.